One single line needs to resonate in your mind. Don't wish it were easier, wish you were better. You are watching this because you already understand something most people spend their whole lives refusing to accept. That the gap between where you are and where you want to be is not about circumstances. It is not about luck, timing, or what the world has or has not given you. It is about you, your skills, your discipline, your willingness to do the hard work of becoming the kind of man who gets the results you want. And Jim Rohn, one of the greatest minds in the history of personal development, said that better than anyone who has ever lived. Because every time a man catches himself wishing his situation was different, wishing the market was better, the competition was less, the timing was right, the people around him were more supportive, he is spending energy in exactly the wrong direction. He is trying to change the outside when the only thing he can actually change is the inside. And the man who learns to direct that energy inward, who stops asking the world to cooperate and starts asking himself what he needs to become, that man is unstoppable because his growth does not depend on circumstances. It depends on him. Think about that for a moment. If you are not where you want to be, and most men are not, the honest question is not, what is the world doing wrong? The honest question is, what are you not yet doing right? What skill have you not developed? What standard have you not held? What discipline have you been skipping? What investment in yourself have you been postponing? Because the answers to those questions are not problems. They are directions. They are pointing you exactly toward the work that will change your life if you are willing to do it. Most men spend their lives trying to change their circumstances. The wise man spends his life changing himself, and when he does that long enough, his circumstances have no choice but to follow. That is not a motivational slogan. That is one of the most reliable patterns in human history. The man who becomes excellent at what he does not struggle to find opportunity. Opportunity finds him. The man who builds unshakable discipline does not have to chase results. Results come to the disciplined man like water flows downhill, naturally, inevitably. Most men spend their lives trying to change their circumstances. The wise man spends his life changing himself. And when he does that long enough, his circumstances have no choice but to follow. That is not a motivational slogan. That is one of the most reliable patterns in human history. The man who becomes excellent at what he does not struggle to find opportunity. Opportunity finds him. The man who builds unshakable discipline does not have to chase results. Results come to the disciplined man like water flows downhill, naturally, inevitably. Success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day. Simple, not easy, simple. There is a difference, and Jim Rohn knew exactly what he was saying when he chose that word. The disciplines that build a successful life are not complicated. They are not secret. They do not require special talent or rare intelligence or perfect conditions. They are simple, available to every man who decides to practice them. Wake up with intention, do the work, show up consistently, invest in yourself, hold a standard. After that, all you need is to repeat. That is the formula. It has always been the formula. And the reason most men do not have the life they want is not that the formula is out of reach. It is that they underestimate it. They look at simple disciplines and think, that cannot be enough. It has to be more complicated than that. And in searching for a more impressive answer, they walk right past the one that actually works. What Jim Rohn understood and lived is that the simple disciplines do not feel powerful in any single moment. Reading for 30 minutes a day does not feel life-changing on a Tuesday afternoon. Working out when you do not feel like it does not feel like it is building anything. Saving a percentage of every dollar you earn does not feel significant when the amount is small. None of it feels like enough in the moment, and that is exactly why most men quit. They measure the daily discipline against the daily result and decide it is not worth it. But that is the wrong measurement. The discipline is not supposed to produce the result today. It is supposed to compound. It is supposed to stack, day after day, week after week, month after month, until the man who does the small disciplines consistently is living a life the man who skipped them cannot even access. Discipline practiced daily is one of the most powerful forces in human life. Not because any single day is transformative, but because of what happens when those days stack. When you do the small thing today and tomorrow and the day after, when you hold the standard not when it is exciting, but when it is ordinary, you are building something that most men never build. Momentum, character, a version of yourself that is compounding quietly, invisibly, in the background of your daily life. And one day, not dramatically, not all at once, you look up and realize that the man you have become through those simple daily disciplines is someone you would not have recognized a year ago. That is the power of consistency. That is what Jim Rohn was pointing at, not a secret, a commitment to the simple things every day without exception. Do not wait for the perfect moment to start. The disciplines are simple. Begin today and do not stop. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. This might be the most uncomfortable truth Jim Rohn ever delivered, because it does not ask you to examine your habits or your goals or your work ethic. It asks you to examine your relationships, the 5 people closest to you, the ones you talk to most, spend time with most, whose energy and thinking and standards you absorb without even realizing you are absorbing them. And then it tells you something that most people are not ready to hear, that you are becoming them. Right now, gradually, inevitably, whether you intend to or not. Your standards are shaped by the standards of the people around you. Your ambition is raised or lowered by the ambition of the people you spend time with. Your beliefs about what is possible, about what a man can build, how hard he should work, how high he should aim, all of it is being calibrated constantly by the people in your closest circle. If those people are growing, pushing, building, demanding more of themselves, you rise with them. If they are comfortable, complacent, settling, you drift in that direction too. Not because you are weak, but because that is how human beings work. We are shaped by our environment, and the most powerful part of your environment is the people you choose to keep close. This is why some men make a dramatic change in their life. New city, new career, new circle, and suddenly everything accelerates. It is not the city that changed them. It is the people. The new environment raises the standard of what is normal, what is expected, what is acceptable. And the man rises to meet it, almost automatically, because that is what human beings do in the presence of higher standards. They grow, they adapt, they become more. Jim Rohn is not telling you to be cold or to abandon people you care about. He is telling you to be conscious, to look honestly at the people who are closest to you and ask, is this circle pulling me toward the man I want to become or away from him? Because that question, answered honestly, might be the most important question you ever ask. The right 5 people around you can accelerate your growth beyond anything you could achieve alone. The wrong 5 can quietly, invisibly hold you exactly where you are, while you wonder why nothing is changing. Choose your circle deliberately. Protect it fiercely, because who you become is inseparable from who you spend your time with. The same wind blows on us all. It's the set of your sail that decides your direction. The wind is not yours to control. It never was. The economy, the timing, the competition, the circumstances you were born into, the obstacles that show up uninvited. That is the wind. And Jim Rohn is telling you something that every man who has ever built something real eventually discovers. The wind is the same for everyone. The man who succeeds and the man who does not are standing in the same storm, facing the same headwinds, dealing with the same chaos and uncertainty and difficulty. The difference between them has nothing to do with the wind. It never did. It has everything to do with the sail. The set of your sail is your mindset, your philosophy, your response to adversity, your commitment to your direction when everything around you is trying to push you somewhere else. It is the discipline you have built, the clarity you carry about who you are and where you are going, the decision you made and keep making every single day about what kind of man you are going to be, regardless of what the wind does. That is the sail, and it is entirely yours. No circumstance can touch it. No storm can set it. Only you. This is the truth that carries everything Jim Rohn taught. The philosophy of personal responsibility. The understanding that your life is not happening to you. It is responding to you, to your choices, to your habits, to your standard, to the set of your sail. When the wind blows hard, and it will, the man who has set his sail correctly does not get blown off course. He adjusts. He reads the conditions. He uses the resistance to move forward instead of letting it push him back. And over time, he goes somewhere real, somewhere that matters, somewhere he chose. It always comes to the same thing. Wish for yourself to be better every single day, not for the world, but for yourself. Build the disciplines, simple ones, practiced daily without exception. Let them compound. Guard your circle like your future depends on it, because it does, and set your sail right now for the life you are actually capable of living. That is the Jim Rohn philosophy, not theory, not inspiration, a way of life built on personal responsibility, daily discipline, conscious relationships, and an unshakable belief that who you become determines what you get. Jim Rohn proved that ordinary men become extraordinary, not through luck, but through philosophy, through the daily, quiet, powerful decision to be better than yesterday. And that decision is yours right now. So make it. Always remember, if you can be anything in life, be a Stoic.